Almost every day, from 10 a.m. till late, 30-year-old Sukhvinder Singh travels across the capital city, Kuala Lumpur, on his motorbike. His job? To deliver parcels to offices and residences within a 10-kilometre radius. Compared to 3 years ago, he can breathe a little easier nowadays. There are more parcels to deliver and therefore more money to be made. A sign that the economy is recovering from the pandemic. Sukhvinder makes up to 5,000 Malaysian ringgit, or over $1,000 a month. Enough to support himself and his elderly parents. A stark contrast to the difficult days of COVID restrictions, known as the PKP.
It's so hard. I have to curfew. We cannot go anywhere. PKP, you cannot do anything. Sometimes we don't have work. So if we have a company is open, and then we can start our job. Only you can get our own money, pocket money.
Sukhvinder had never made any contributions to the EPF before. EPF is only applicable to civil servants and those formerly employed in the private sector. Gig workers and freelancers are exempt, though they can pay into a voluntary scheme.
We have about 1.6 million civil servants that falls under the government pension system. The rest of the workforce, which is roughly around 14.5 million, a little over half actually contribute regularly to EPF. The other half don't. So we have a situation where you might contribute for 3 or 4 or 5 years, then you switch jobs into something that doesn't require you to contribute, and then you miss quite a considerable chunk of your income that could have been saved.
So for Sukhvinder, where making ends meet is already a challenge, planning for retirement is sometimes a bridge too far.
That time was worried but what to do, we cannot do anything. Maybe that time I don't have enough money to put money in the EPF.
And for those like Sukhvinder, who don't contribute regularly, or others who depleted their EPF accounts during the drawdowns, there's an opportunity cost. They miss out on the sizable interest that the government pays into EPF savings earned through investments.
So far, EPF, throughout historical returns, it has been giving around 6% a year. Yeah, even when the market was bad, it was about 6% a year like that. So I would say that it's pretty amazing. So what kind of investment out there in the market that doesn't have the risk of losing money can give you about 6% return? I think you ask any fund manager, you ask any professional in money, they'll tell you it's a good investment if you're looking at that range of return.
For members who have money in their accounts, it's one of the best investments that you can make. For members who don't have any money in their account, it's not working for them.
By withdrawing early from the EPF, it's a case of the poor becoming poorer. Yet COVID-19 posed extenuating circumstances. The economy contracted 5.5%. Over 30,000 small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, were forced to shut down. Unemployment rose above 5%, around 580,000 households, which previously were in the middle-income category, known as M40, slipped into the B40 group. B40 is the bottom 40% of the population. Malaysia's poverty rate also recorded a spike from 5.6% in 2019 to 8.4% in 2020.
So while GDP, you can say GDP has improved, that's very good, but it's not yet translated to the well-being of the people because unemployment has not yet recovered, poverty has not yet recovered, the growth is not yet inclusive.
It was under these conditions that then Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin allowed EPF members to dip into their retirement savings to help ease their financial hardship. The first such withdrawal was made in April 2020 under a scheme known as I Lestari. all EPF contributors under the age of 55 could tap up to 500 Malaysian ringgit per month over a period of 12 months. In February 2021, the facility was further extended in the form of iSinar. Members could withdraw up to 10,000 Malaysian ringgit if they had 100,000 ringgit in their savings. The maximum withdrawal amount allowed was 60,000 Malaysian ringgit if they had 800,000. In June 2021, it was extended again. The new iCitra facility allowed up to a maximum of 5,000 Malaysian ringgit. Then, in April of 2022, EPF members were again allowed to withdraw from their account. In total, Malaysians were allowed to withdraw from their EPF 4 times.